We're cattle ranchers outside of Ekalaka, Montana. And my great-great-grandfather homesteaded here. And we've ranched very conventionally and traditionally up until the last few years. My mom said she was kind of ready to give up the management. And I said, well, that works because I'm ready to take over the management. So there we go. And now we're kind of changing the way we do our management and trying to get better soil health, be better for the environment, get more species diversity within the grasses, within the wildlife, everything like that. So we started doing more regenerative type ranching in 2021.
Regenerative ag to me is improving the soil, the health of the animal, the land, and the people who run it. And you can't do one without the other.
We've been cow-calf for 100 plus years, and we decided to bring in yearlings. We can run more yearlings because they eat less than a cow does. They're about half the size of a cow, so you can run typically 2 yearlings to 1 cow. It's just better herd impact, and that really makes a difference. It bends over the grasses that they won't eat so that there's some organic matter on the ground, and then it also just really stirs up that soil and gets the life going in it again. And that's helped us be able to bring more critters onto our land. And then we've put in a whole bunch of fence as well. So we're doing some intensive grazing and really trying to move things around quickly and giving that grass time to recover and rest. And that's been very different than what we had done in the past. So the initial infrastructure cost was a lot. It was pretty significant. And we had to do some soul searching to decide if that's really what we wanted to do.
There was a lot of stress involved with it. There was a lot of time to think about how it was going to go in and where the money was going to come from. And that's when my wife, Tara, did a lot of research on different organizations, on people who could help with that. And the World Wildlife Fund was one of those groups that came in, and they had the same vision as us. And they've just helped out tremendously with the cost of it, and really took in our values and made it that much more profitable for us in the long run.
And I think that's excellent. It's kind of bringing 2 worlds together. And what we do with our cattle and how we graze really does affect the wildlife around here, because the healthier the grasses are and those riparian areas are, the more wildlife want to be here because it provides nutrients for them as well as the cattle. So to transition to where we're at right now, we have had several partnerships. We had the World Wildlife Fund. We've had Ducks Unlimited help us. The Northern Great Plains Joint Venture, NRCS has helped us. The Conservation District has helped us. The benefit I see of partnering these groups with ranchers is that they can actually really work well together. I think it really is about creating healthier land for the ranchers and for that wildlife together.
I've noticed a lot more wildlife on the range. There's more deer, there's more antelope, and there's more bugs in the air. There's more birds. The ponds have lots of turtles in them. It's opened up a world that we never knew was there before.
Conventionally, it was a lot more about production, and you wanted big calves, and it was all about the cattle. And while we still care a lot about our cows, it's a lot more now about the entire landscape and everything we're doing here. And the return on it financially has been good, and we essentially get our winters off. There's also the benefit of what it's doing for our soil. So it's all about, succession and sustainability in our ranching. And also, sustainability sometimes doesn't just mean finances. I love the idea that we are making the environment better while we're also providing food, and not just for the world, but for our family also.
You move the yearlings to new pasture, they just seem so calm and content, and the word I'd use would be happy. To move the herd to a new pasture with all the infrastructure, it would be 30 minutes of your time. Then you have time to go explore or do other things with your kids that you normally wouldn't have to do, trying to get a bunch of stuff done during the day. And then just getting to spend time with my wife and knowing that we can slow down and look at the wildlife or look at bugs or turtles or whatever, and it just feels like you're in a good spot.